Hi, this is Ron Janish. Going to show you some really neat things you can do, and this is regardless of what software you use. Now, I use certain products, one of which is QCharts, and QCharts for a charting program is probably the easiest to do this with. But what I've discovered is that eSignal will give you most of the capabilities except for one or two, and I'll show you how to work around. And so this particular video is going to show you a good variety of workarounds in using the Andrews lines and the Babson lines. Okay, so this is something that's rather important, and it won't give you all the secrets on using these techniques, but it will give you the capabilities to use them. Because if you can't draw the lines, you can't really do this. So anyway, this is whoops. This is where you'd normally find me, through this particular site here, Andrewscourse.com. And now that we're done with the commercials, let's move on. Okay, this is a gold chart, a simple Dees gold chart, and let's first of all take a look at something called the action reaction lines. Now, this particular software was written originally in part by Michael Condra, wonderful programmer, and he even contacted me a little while back asking me the right way to do some of this stuff, and I complimented on what he did, and I gave him a few more. So this, for example, would be what's called a center line using the action reaction method. It's just a simple peak to low center line, and not what I would use most of the time to find good points to buy from, but not bad. So in order to draw a center line and then the action reaction lines, you first draw the center line, okay, using some kind of a straight line, okay, that connects a couple of points. And then you take this high here, and then you go to a previous low point. Now watch what I do. Notice how what I'm out to do is I'm out to line these up. Notice how I've lined up the middle line over the center line. Okay, now notice what happened up here. Isn't that cute? Now, some people accuse me of drawing median lines in outer space. When you only so in other words, what happens is you have this much data, and suddenly I draw this, and they go, huh, but your parallel's way out there. You're drawing this wrong. Oh, okay, well, this is actually what I drew. So this gives you an idea of how to draw the action reaction lines. Let's do this again. Remember that action reaction lines, or the reaction lines, in a continuation move to find your support and resistance. Let's take a look at the next one. And you want to line these lines up. Easier said than done. And sure enough, it found this prices, and you can make this a little fancier by simply doing this here. Actually, what you can do that's really cool is you can take this line here, you can clone it, and you'll get effectively what I just had with that fancy thing I drew, right? So here's your center line, here's your action line, here's your action line, and equal and opposite in the future, here's your reaction line, and here's your next reaction line. See how easy that is? Okay. Now we're done with good old action reaction. Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. There's another. Oh, dear. Let's see. There's another type of action reaction line that I call the profit ladder. Let me show you how that's done. Okay. I have no idea what the outcome of this is going to be, so but I know the profit ladder will be drawn. Sometimes what people do is they'll draw equidistant reaction lines. Okay. So let's take a look. So let's say you want to draw a reaction line that is equidistant. Okay, very simple. All you do is take this one here and you go clone. I'm not suggesting these are useful in this situation because obviously they're not. But if you want to draw what I call the profit ladder, which is the equidistant reaction lines, you simply do that. You simply click on clone and boom, 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 and it draws them out into the future. So this here would be R1, R2, and R3. Okay? Okay, so now we're done with how to draw action reaction lines with other kind of software. Let's take MLH lines. Okay, and SH lines. Andrews had something called a sliding parallel line. And that's not a good place to draw it. Let's see. That would be a better place to draw it. Here, this might be pretty. Yeah, well, it was a good line as any. Anyway, what happens is that after prices break through an H line, like they broke through here, Andrews would very often draw what's called a sliding parallel. Now, this is real easy. And you take your points, just find yourself a line that overlaps like I just did. Okay, and then show you a little something. Take this one here. And you draw it from there. Okay, so this here would now be your median line, and this is your sliding parallel. Let's take a look, even though this median line is slightly drawn wrong. Not a big deal. So this would be what your chart would actually look like. Okay, median line, parallel, sliding parallel. Okay. Okay. Now let's go to warning lines. Warning lines are kind of neat. Okay, warning lines. Okay, so you simply take here's your ML, here's your H, and here's your other H, and you simply do a clone. And here's warning line number 1, here's warning line number 2. Warning line number, and if you want to put them on the other side, you can do that too. See what I mean? So this way you have all the, here's your central median line, and here are your various warning lines. Okay? And let's see, one more little thing. I was talking about lines with someone who had the eSignal software, wonderful piece of software, and he wasn't, and he had this expensive thing called Advanced Get, and I'm surprised that Tom didn't put this in here. But here's what it is. Here's your normal median line. Okay, and this is your Andrews pitchfork modified shift right here, right? Excuse me. Okay, so here we are. Now, his software did not allow him to draw the modified shift. How do we get around that? Let me show you. Take this point, or the modified shift H lines. Just draw a line that connects this point here and this point here. And then take this line here and put it out over here. Now, if you don't have a modified shift, this is what it's going to look like. Excuse me here, I got a cough again. So, this is it. And this is how you draw modified shift parallel lines, even if you don't have the capability to draw the modified shift like Michael Condra put in this wonderful program. Okay, so this, and then you can do the same thing with the warning lines and all this other stuff. So, I hope this helps. Anyway, I can be reached at Andrewscourse.com. Come visit. Thanks, bye. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. We have a, if you go to the new page at Andrewscourse.com, we have a place you can sign up there for our email group, okay, and our once a week email letter. So the email group is really the thing what's happening. This is the public version. There's also a private version. Thank you for your time. Bye. See you next time.